Hi guys, welcome to Wedges and Weights. Today's workout video I am joined, very luckily, by Nick from Nick's Nutrition.
Hello.
AKA Mummy Nutrition as well. We are both expecting at the moment, it's very obvious to me, and Nick's baby bump is slowly popping. It is. I'm 32 weeks at the moment and Nick is...
I'm 19 and a half weeks.
19 and a half. So I'm going to do a workout that's suitable for trimester 2, which Nick's going to demonstrate, and trimester 3, which I'm going to do a few adaptations of these exercises. But before we get started, do make sure that you take time to warm up. It's really important. So a little bit of jogging, get your heart rate going, and yeah, do make sure you're warm before you go into the workout. We're going to do the workout with you today, so you can do it with us at the same time. Make sure you're going to need a pair of dumbbells, which Nick's got little 3
kg.
3s, so she's slightly lowered her weights now that she usually uses, as have I. And if you're in trimester 3, you might want to get a chair or something to support you, as well as a Swiss ball or birthing ball if you've got one of those. If you haven't already, you'll be buying one soon. We're going to work the lower body. It's really important to work the lower body and keep it strong to support your ever-growing baby bump. We're going to work our back, which is really good for our posture in pregnancy, and also our arms and bicep curls for picking up Baba. And then we'll finish off with some core work as well, because it is important to keep this nice and strong, supporting again you're carrying your little baby bean, and also in birth and post birth as well. So get your equipment ready, go and get that now, pause the video and then we'll get started. So with our exercise today, we want you to do 10 to 15 reps. It is important to listen to your own body, of course. Nick and I are going to be demonstrating 10 today, but if you want to do it a little bit longer, then that's fine too. So the first exercise, we're going to work our lower body. It's going to be a squat exercise. If you're in the trimester 3, like me, you're working with me, we're going to do a nice easy body weight squat. Our hips are going to go back, our back's going to stay straight and our chest up, and then we're going to push through the heels and squeeze the glutes, getting that pelvis in line. Nick's going to do a bit of a lateral step, stepping sideways before she goes into a squat, and then back to the centre. Alright, so we're going to do 10 reps in total, so off we go. Down. So really squeezing those glutes at the top. We want to have nice strong glutes still. Good.
It's 5.
Nick's the professional counter, by the way. 2 more.
Yes.
Down, squeeze, and down. Good. And just squat how you feel comfortable as well. Next exercise we're going to do is a single arm row. This is important, like I said, for posture in terms of when baby's growing. We will have a tendency to our shoulders will start to round, so it's a really good exercise to keep those shoulders back during pregnancy. I'm going to grab a chair just for extra support. As you can see, Nick's doing split stance, so she's going to have her hips still in line, maybe a little bend in that back knee, super, just so it's not too much pressure on your lower back. Sorry to borrow your little number 3. I'm going to do our feet in parallel, leaning forwards, supporting yourself on a chair or a bench. Alright, so we're going to row and squeeze that shoulder blade together, squeeze, and good. I'm going to add a little pause at the top, just making sure we really squeeze. And with this again, we're going to do 10 to 15 on each side. We're going to do 10 today. And then
3, 2,
last one.
1.
Good, and swapping sides. Good, so exhale as we row, so exhale and inhale. Exhale, good. Lengthening through the neck, in line with your spine. Really good for that posture. 2
and 1.
and 1.
Oh.
Lovely, I'll give you that back.
Thank you very much.
Now we're going to go back to our lower body. We're going to do a lunge variation. So Nick will demonstrate a trimester 2 first of all. So if you're working with Nick and following along today, she's going to step forwards and then come back into centre. And she's going to do it on the right side first. Due to to support your pelvis and keep it more stable during the 3rd trimester, At the moment I'm having split squats like this, so keeping your hips nice and straight still. Have your arms here or here, and I'm just going to squat down, lunging forwards, and then up, and we're just going to keep it there so we've got a little bit more stability in the pelvis area. Alright, so here we go. So we'll go down and up, and do remember to breathe and take your time and enjoy your workout as well, for yourself and to support growing little baby. Back nice and tall.
4, 3,
2 more.
2.
Last one. Fabulous. And changing sides. Great exercise for that lower body strength.
Everything feels slightly harder when you're pregnant, I think.
Yeah. That's normal. And if you feel a little bit wobbly in this one, if you wanted to add the chair in the 3rd trimester just to hold you and support you as well as you're doing it, that's absolutely fine.
I think that's the main thing that I found, like DOMs and things like that, and even like with 3 kg weights,
Yeah.
I'm getting out of breath.
Ooh, big. So yeah, do make sure you take enough rest in between your exercises. If you need to pause at any time, do, and grab your water as well.
And make sure that you can talk whilst doing this workout.
Yes,
Make sure
we
that you're
spoke
not
about
too
that.
out of breath.
Yeah, definitely. The talk test is the best way to monitor your intensity. So you want to make sure that as you're doing your exercise, you should be able to hold a conversation. If you're like this, it's probably gone a little bit too far. So increase your rest in between, maybe lower the weights or go to body weight. So listen to your own body, that's really important. The next exercise we're going to do is for our arms. Work those biceps, ready for in preparation for picking up baby. Again, I'm going to use a Swiss ball. This is purely just to give my pelvis a little bit more stability, because all the hormones will obviously be making this area nice and friendly for childbirth, or as friendly as possible. So I'm going to sit on here. But if you are using a birthing ball or a Swiss ball, have a wide stance, flat feet as well, and make sure your pelvis is in neutral. You haven't got a big arch in your back, it is in neutral. So sometimes as your bump grows, you might feel the pressure coming up here. Bear with it. Like, that's quite, as the baby's growing, obviously it's taking up a lot more space. Nick's going to demonstrate this standing with a little bend, slight bend in the knee, just to take the pressure off any lower back pain. Alright, so we're going to bring it up to the shoulders and lower it down. So exhale and inhale. Exhale. Good. That's 4. Just keeping those arms nice and strong and that core nice and held. How many are we on, Nick?
We've got 3 more.
3 more.
3, 2, and 1.
Well done, guys.
I just prefer to count down from 10 to 1.
Do you?
I think it gets easier, yeah.
So that's Nick's top tip for you. So once we've done that, we're going to move now onto our core. Like I said earlier, it's important not to ignore the core. There are of course exercises we shouldn't be doing, like crunches and stuff like that, should be probably avoided now, and also anything not flat on your back we're not doing during the 2nd and 3rd trimester. So the first one, Nick will demonstrate actually, if that's alright, Nick.
Yeah.
So I will do a regressed version, but Nick will demonstrate this one for us. So she's going to start in all fours and extend in one arm and one leg. And the really important thing here is her pelvis, so as you can see, you want to make sure that pelvis stays really flat in between. So it's like you've got a cup of tea here. So you want to extend it and make sure you're not lifting it too high. That's it. And down. Super. Fabulous. So just like Nick. If you're in your 3rd trimester, we'll do this now. We're going to do it. You'll see that I'm just going to do my legs by themselves, and then there are my arms by themselves. It's just to make sure we take it easy as you progress through your pregnancy. Alright, so we'll go for 10 total. So extending 1 and down. Lengthening that spine, and really take your time, there's no rush with this one. Nice and controlled. feel as you lift. So exhale and inhale. And pulling up through that pelvic floor. Such an important muscle to exercise. Nice and strong. Throughout our pregnancy, good. Next one at 10, I'm going to do a few more. So we've done 5 arms sets and 5 leg sets. So if you're in the 3rd trimester, legs. And arms. We've done one last set for our 3rd trimester. Extending. Nice and slow, and really keeping that pelvis in neutral throughout. Good. Last one. Fabulous. Lovely. So, to finish off our last move, we're going to do the side plank. Again, we're going to do a 3rd trimester slightly regressed. Nick is going to demonstrate the full side plank. If for any reason do you want to drop it, or it's feeling a little bit too hard as you get into the end, please do drop onto this trimester one. Don't panic if you're not staying there, that's absolutely fine. Listen to your own body always. If you feel any aches or pains or uncomfortable sensations, then do make sure you rest or stop. So we're going to go onto our side, and we're going to hold this for just 3 to 5 breaths. I was chatting to Nick earlier actually, rather than having it for some set time, just focus on your breath control. It's also a really good thing to practice, getting your breath control, especially as babies are taking up so much space, to assist you in childbirth as well. So onto our side, so I'm going to drop it onto my knee, extend the arm up, and we're just going to inhale and exhale, and inhale and exhale, and in and out. 2 more, in and out. Fabulous. So Nick did 3 today, and I just did 5 today, but every day is different when you're training in pregnancy, and that's really a really important thing to say actually and share. Like, you'll have days where it might be like wonderful, you feel super strong, or days where you just have to bring it back a bit, and it's fine to do that. So we're both going to do 3 on this side.
And this is the last exercise.
Yeah. Extend up. And don't feel bad on yourself either. So breathe in and out. And in and out. And last one in and out. And down. Good. Fabulous. So that is our full workout for today. If you're in trimester 2 like Nick, a rough recommendation would be to do 2 to 4 rounds, and if you're in the 3rd trimester like myself, then I'll be doing like 1 to 3 rounds. But like we just said, listen to your body on the day and see how you feel. So do make sure you go back to the beginning of the video if you want to do it along with us. A massive thank you to Nick for joining us for today's video. Do make sure I'll link Nick below and check out her channel. And we're also going to be doing a Q&A over on Nick's channel. So make sure you keep your eyes peeled for that one. So like the video, share it if you've enjoyed it, leave us a comment and let us know how you found it as well. Really, how many weeks pregnant are you? And wishing you a happy and healthy and strong pregnancy. And we'll see you soon.
See you soon.
Bye.